With Battlefield 6 on the horizon and a reveal coming out soon this spring, I think a lot of Battlefield players are really anxious to see and get any news on Battlefield 6 that they possibly can. So today, I just wanted to look over what we know so far about this game and what are some possibilities as to how this game is going to be and how DICE is going to approach this very important release. Now, as many of you probably know, Battlefield 5, the last installment in the Battlefield franchise, was a pretty much a entire flop. When the game released, it was incredibly broken, and I personally I played it at launch, and it was pretty terrible. It took about a year before the game was really in a state where you could play it without really encountering anything that was completely game breaking. I remember some of the bugs from the earlier days were pretty funny or extremely frustrating depending on which one. And I'm really glad now that they've fixed those bugs, but it doesn't change the fact that the general reception of Battlefield 5 was really bad. And we know that in general, it did not do very well at the box office. Now, with a new generation of consoles, I think there is a huge opportunity here for Battlefield 6 to really shine, and DICE has always been a real innovator in the field of mind blowing graphics with their Frostbite engine. Even back in the early days of Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, those graphics for their time were completely groundbreaking. You could not find anything like that on the market. Not only that, but they were also pretty decent games. A lot of older players really love Battlefield 2, and Battlefield 3 has kind of become a bit of a classic in the genre. So DICE released a little video, and it doesn't exactly specifically state Battlefield 6. However, in a recent finance call with the CEO of DICE, we did learn that they are working on Battlefield 6, and it is a go ahead. We also heard that their studio in LA, which has been rebranded to DICE LA recently, is also working on another project. Now, apparently, this project is not Battlefield 6, according to the news, but it is in the Battlefield universe. So, who knows? It could be a possible Battle Royale game to go along with the release of Battlefield 6. Now, if we look at Battlefield's direct competitor, Call of Duty, we can see that Call of Duty Warzone has done very, very well. It's had its ups and downs, but in general, the success of Call of Duty Modern Warfare cannot be understated. And Warzone being free completely blew Battlefield 5's Firestorm. Yes, there was a Battle Royale game included with Battlefield 5. I think the Battle Royale mode in Battlefield 5 died off so quickly and so horribly that a lot of people don't even know that it's in the game. I myself never really even noticed that Firestorm was in the game whenever I played Battlefield 5 because there was never really any player base for that Battle Royale. Now, I think that a battle royale would be a very interesting idea for Battlefield with the Frostbite engine's destruction capabilities and all the vehicles and everything. I have watched a couple different YouTubers actually playing Firestorm from Battlefield 5, and it seems like that game had a lot of potential. It was just cut short by the fact that you had to purchase Battlefield 5 in order to play it, and not that many people purchased Battlefield 5. And Firestorm wasn't really as strongly marketed as a crucial part of Battlefield 5 as Warzone was for Modern Warfare. Now, going back to that little video that I mentioned that DICE released, they showcased a little bit of the next gen capabilities, or not so much showcase, but mentioned them. I think a big possibility is probably going to be they're going to increase their long standing player count of 64 players to something a little bit more industry standard, such as Call of Duty's 100 something players, 128, I believe. I think as an entire franchise, Battlefield has kind of sunk into obscurity at the moment. I think a lot of the fans have kind of forgotten about Battlefield or moved on to other video game franchises, but Battlefield 6 is definitely sort of the is going to be a very defining moment in the franchise. It's either make it or break it at this point because although games like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 are in really good states right now and they still have concurrent players and they're honestly really great games, it is going to take a really good release in order for Battlefield to kind of rise back out of the ashes that it burned itself into with Battlefield 5. Now, as far as the setting goes, it's not been confirmed yet, but there's a lot of speculation in the community that it is going to be a modern FPS game set in the near or current future. Now, since the last two Battlefield installments have been based on historical time periods, the First and Second World Wars, I think it is fairly likely that they will push it more into a modern setting, especially with this next gen. They might want to up the destruction capabilities with more powerful weapons. However, I think it would be also really interesting, as we saw with Battlefield 1, which was a bit of a fresh air after all the oversaturation of futuristic FPS games such as Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Do not make me call you out. Yeah, we all know how that went. But I think it would be really interesting if Battlefield took a route again into history, as we saw it worked very well with Battlefield 1. DICE has not really gone before the First World War. I think a American Civil War, Revolutionary War, or even a medieval or ancient times, ancient China or Japan would be really interesting for a Battlefield game, and I think that they could do it really well. It would be difficult because I see that, Battlefield is definitely an FPS genre, and in the medieval era they had crossbows and bows, but a lot of the combat was still melee combat. So I think if Battlefield were to traverse into those time periods, it would really have to innovate in order to keep those players that love the feeling of the FPS genre, especially in Battlefield games. Now, personally, me and I think a lot of the community are really excited for the reveal that's going to be coming in spring. Now, we do know that Battlefield 6 will most likely be releasing in the holiday season of 2021. It is possible that the game will be delayed due to development issues, but since DICE has had so long to work on this game, I am hoping that they will be able to release it right when it's supposed to. No crazy delays like Cyberpunk, which, of course, Cyberpunk. Anyway, so yeah, we're hoping that this game is going to be releasing in 2021 like it's supposed to, and with all of DICE collectively working on it, I am really hoping that this game is going to be bug free, unlike Battlefield 5, and that it is just going to be like a shining star for the franchise, a defining moment that is really going to push it back from the ashes back into the public's mind. And I'm honestly just hoping it's a really good game, not just so I can review it on YouTube for being a great game, but because I will also personally and the community will have a lot of fun playing it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below what you're excited for in Battlefield 6, and I'll see you guys next time.